You're listening to the Retroriders podcast. And hello everyone, and welcome to the Retroriders podcast, episode 5. Today is Friday, 10th of April 2015, and my name is Jerome. And the music you just heard was Project X2 title screen. That means it's actually came out from the Mega Man 2 title screen music. So this is one of the remix. It's called Project X. So you can check it out on the overclockremix.com. Yeah. So okay, let me say what I want to say. Okay, you can also hear my podcast on my YouTube channel of the same name, Retroriders. With some special edits. If I have time, I will just do a bit of nice edit on the podcast. So yeah, and also I have the quality will be much better than this one, because as you can see, this Raur App is only give you a certain quality of the sound, as you can hear right now. Okay, so I'll start with my first segment. I don't have any writing report this episode, so I'll go down to my pickups. I have a lot of pickups this few weeks, maybe this few weeks. So I'll start with let me check. Let me see what I have now. I start with my compilations for the PSP. I think recently now I'm like going all out for PSP games, because I know they're very cheap. Then if I can find any compilations around, I will just get it. So like I say, it's very cheap. So you know, if you want to collect PSP games, there's a lot of underrated games actually. Not say just talk about not talking about like compilation. Talk about like all the awesome game like Crisis Core, the GTA series, or the what's it called? This one very nice one. I can't remember what is it called. The Castlevania X Chronicles. Just to name a few lah. So the PSP is really very underrated. So for the PSP, I got these two. As one of them is called the Antivision Hits Remix. This one is actually like the Atari. Is about the Atari 3600 games. Or the later years, or the 51 or 5200 and the 7200. So these are all the old school 80s for the Atari. I think Andy will like this, but this is one of the cool one. I got it for this lady, and then one more is from the same lady is Namco Museum Battle Collection. This one is like games like Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga. There's this game called Rally X I never seen before, so I need to go and try this game out. And then yeah, like all the old school Namco games. All the classics. Yeah, it's sort of very nice collection that I like to have. And then another one I got it from the cash converters. My local cash converters is Midway Arcade Treasure Extended Play. This one actually I need to get it because it's a compilation but so the thing nice about this one is I kind of like the game Gauntlet and Rampage for this compilation but the Mortal Kombat series, they have Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3. This 1, 2 and 3 kind of sucks. I don't know why it's very slow. I think the ports for this is quite weak. I thought it's because most of them are arcade ports but I don't know why it's not very good for Mortal Kombat. So kind of a bummer, but I still like the Gauntlet and Rampage. Both of them are very awesome, fun games. And then for this one, yeah, let me see. For this one, I'm gonna talk about is my friend, JK, hooked me up with this collection that I can complete with the other compilation, which is the SNK Classic, Arcade Classic 0. So they came out with Volume 1 and 0. So I don't the 0. This one is actually the older arcade games from the SNK, like the Ikari Warriors, the Psycho Soldiers, just to name a few. There's one I kind of remember but I never played. I can't remember I got play before last time was Bermuda Triangles. I can't remember. There's this game Bermuda Triangle. I remember this game before but I can't remember where I played it. Maybe in the arcade last time. So this is Silk game, so I'm very happy to have this, and I know this is not a cheap game also. So I thought I'll never have this, but I have managed to get it from my good friend. Thank you very much, JK. I really appreciate this game. And then something to share with since I'm off with PSP games so I start with the something I bought online. I always wanted a original Game Boy, the original color of the Game Boy because I like the red buttons and the original color of it. So I managed to find a very decent price original Game Boy online. So this is one of the one of these handhelds that I really want to get in my collection. So happy to have this. And I just collect from another friend of mine. I missed out a very good condition Time Crisis gun with the game. So Time Crisis 1, sorry, the PS1. So at the time it was too fast. Someone got it way before me. So it was a bummer, but one of my good friend hooked me up with not so good condition box, but I mean it has everything including the game, so I'm not gonna I feel it's still alright so I'm happy to have this. Time Crisis, okay, later we're gonna talk about this game later on my segment. So I'm come up with the last one. This my good friend JK introduced me to this place, which I will talk about it. Is like this old couple used to have a shop that sells games that's called very old school games, retro games. They have the special thing about them is they have imports like the laser disc drive for the PC Engine and the Mega Drive. So what laser drive is like there has this thing whereby you can there's this Japanese laser disc based game that you can play on this console lah. So but from the looks of it, I call it the LD player lah. Then from this big ass LD player that play game has two different two different ports. One is for the Mega Drive, one is for the PC Engine. So this couple are very focused on this thing itself, which is not very cheap. Definitely is like when I talked to him, he said it's about 3,000 back in the day. It was crazy. But I managed to see online that they sell is now it's about 1,000, still 1,000 for that laser disc alone. But from the two disc drive, the PC Engine and the Mega Drive is about $500 each. So you can know it's now as more as like as more of like a what do you call it, it's more of a collection now whereby it's still affordable, but it's a history lah. So I talked to him, so my friend bring me to this place, but he's ever since the times has changed, so he stopped selling games, and now he's selling amulets, Thai amulets. So I was quite surprised that when he brought me there, and then I'm like, okay, I'm looking at Thai amulets. Okay, so where's the games? So he has old stocks of games, all pretty old stocks of games, all in the box, in a small box. So most of them are PC Engine games. So when I opened the cover, lo and behold, I saw something that I really wanted. It's called Nazo Makaimura. Nazo Makaimura is Ghosts and Goblins series, but this one is a puzzle game for the Sega Saturn. So when I saw immediately when I saw it, right, I know I'm gonna have it. I know I need to have it. So I asked the guy. I say, hook me up with this good price. I mean, a price for this one. So he straight away told me, say $30, which I feel is very fair enough, because this game will go about $90 if I'm not wrong. So and have it complete with the spine card. It's very important to have a spine card for Sega Saturn. So it has, because you have different value for this game. So I'm really happy to have this, because I love the Ghosts and Goblins series. So I would like to have all of this. And also I thought I would never get this, and I just got it. So thanks to JK for the recommendation for this from this couple. That's about it, I think. But I have that's quite a lot of pickups actually. I still have quite a few, but hasn't come yet. So it's not very my wallet's gonna burn a big hole, but it's part and parcel of collecting lah, in a way. So so okay, back into the topic about like the games, I mean like the game shops. I feel that nowadays the game shops are one by one closing, especially the recent one. They're not so okay. The Comic Connection, there's this place called Comic Connections. They're not so game based, selling game stuff. They're more for the comics last time, but because to get with the time, so they need to sell games also. So that is one of a few local game shops, considered game shops, that all the has been closed. So it's kind of sad to see, like, the reputation for the gaming industry now is like they're hardly surviving. Maybe because for consumer, because they find it's very expensive to buy like a $60 game. So everyone wants to buy a used game, for a fraction of the price, maybe like $20 at least. So maybe that's why nowadays you don't see game shops are slowly closing. So only the few major, the top, the top five that are always, they are strong, they're still very strong. So yeah lah. So I know the I don't know what will happen in the future. So yeah, but you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna do the second music right now. It's my favorite song from Castlevania, the Vampire Killers, or Bloodlines, or the New Generations. The stage 2 music, which this I can't remember what's the title, but it's from the stage 2 music. So till then, I'll see you again. Hello again. This is the second segment of the Retroriders podcast. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a new segment. It's called the writing memories. So basically, writing memories like where I'll be like reminiscing the good old days. Be it like music, the game related, or like food, of or the good old memories of the childhood. So I will like pick a random something random to reminiscing about lah. So today I'm gonna talk about arcade shooters. If you're not wrong, but arcade shooters is like those that in the arcade that has like a gun on top of the machine. So yeah, so the first one I'm gonna say is that there's this machine that I always remember back in the day when I was maybe like on my secondary school, second one, because I used to always have to go to tuition every Sunday. To this shopping center, not really shopping center, it's a very rundown a building. So it's a 4 hour tuition. So every an hour and a half we'll have like break time. So when we have break time, me and my friends will immediately go down to B1. B1, that's where the arcade is, and always and we just play arcades lah. So we spend I spend most of my lunch money on arcades lah back in the day. So there's one machine which is I always remember in my mind is that there's this game called the Crypt Killer, also known as Henry Explorers. This game is special. Is instead of a gun, it's a shotgun. It's a very not say very big shotgun. It's more like those you shoot one time, you you can reload like manually on the bottom. So this game is very special because it has a very big screen, a very gigantic screen, and then the sound was very loud. So it always capture my eyes every time when I go play it lah. So Crypt Killer is like it's sort of like an adventurous the story actually is an adventurous going to sort of like a mythical Egyptian place, that kind of thing. Actually there's no storyline. It's not really a storyline somehow, or rather, but what you shoot is gargoyles, skeletons, bats, like mummies, all that sort of thing lah. So it's pretty nice lah. I like the concept of it lah. It's one of a kind last time when because it's a big screen, and then every time when it shoots like it has a very big bass, boom boom. That's why I always remember that Crypt Killer. Okay, the second game I'm gonna talk about is Alien 3 the Gun. Alien 3, Aliens, the movie always I always remember the movies when I watched with my family, the series lah, the 1, 2 and 3. So when I went to the arcades one day and I saw Aliens 3 the Gun, it's two machine guns on the machine. So at that point of time it was quite tall for me to go, because at that time I was maybe like 7 or 8. I can't remember how old I was. I was not very tall back then, so I always need to find a high chair to go up on and play this game. I always remember that it was in the bowling alley back in the day. So it was very fun. I mean, this game based on the movie, I guess. Then it's pretty standard, very 2D graphics. But it's very fun to play. It's very fun to play, and it is very easy to die out. I mean, I only managed to go always like not even the first level of die only. So yeah, this Alien 3 and another one, that's one of my favorite machine gun games, other than Crisis Zone. Yeah, that's honorable mention to say Crisis Zone. And then the next one I'm gonna say is Area 51. Area 51 is it's quite a quirky game, I can say. It's like motion picture. It's like you're shooting. It's like Little Unforces. It's like basically you're shooting like a movement, a movement. So it's like an alien moving, like it's like really moving. But it's quite fun because I like the whole concept of like you're watching it's like you're watching movie and then you're getting into the character, that kind of thing. So it's quite fun for back in the day. And then it's also quite scary. I think I was quite young back then also. So I always remember when I have nightmares, especially the guy that look the enemy that look like aliens wearing a red beret. I always remember that look, and then he will shoot the I call it blasters. They don't look like guns that shoot bullets to me. So yeah, that's quite fun. That was quite a nice graphics to say, not say graphic, motion pictures to say. Yeah, and then the last one I'm gonna say is Time Crisis. Like I say, the reason why I bought this the PS1 Time Crisis the gun is because I had so much memory playing this. One day, my dad came home with the Time Crisis gun with the game. And back in the day, I played on the machine. I played on the arcade machine. So the arcade was kind of quite fun, quite quite memorable one, because as usual, the style of the game is so different, whereby you have to when you have to step to shoot to get into the action, and then if you let go, you will hide and dodge the bullets. So at that point of time, all the shooting games base, right, you just get, if you never hit the enemy, you just get hit basically just get hit and you have minor loss of life. So for Time Crisis is very very fast paced, and then you can dodge bullet. You can dodge bullet if you manage to dodge it lah. So which is very fun back in the day. So I always wanted to have one if they come out in like any console lah. So my dad managed to get one for the PS1. But the sad part is like I thought it would be a step. I thought I would step on something to get into the action, but this one, the gun is just you have to press the buttons on the side. There's a red button on the side, but I mean it still works anyway. So a lot of memories playing that one, especially playing on a CRT TV. I always remember it's so small, and then you anywhere you shoot, you will definitely get it. But sometimes it's really hard. So because my TV used to be on the ceiling, dangling down. So on my 29-inch TV, I remember very very vividly. And then after that, my dad had a projection TV. So but it was a very wrong choice to play Time Crisis, shooting games on a projection TV, because it's not very good. It will spoil the TV lah. So yeah, that TV didn't last very long. It kept dying a lot of times. So yeah, it was maybe we me and my brother did spoil. I don't know what caused it, but anyway, that was one of the stupid thing we done, to play the shooting games on a projection TV. So yeah, a lot of memories on Time Crisis. So but it loses. The reason why Time Crisis is nice is the game is so fast paced. The music is so thrilling. It's so like it gets you quick. You only have this time left. You need to shoot this person. You need to go here quick, faster. So the game is very action based, very 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 adrenaline rush. I can say that I always like the game a lot. So but then the rest of the series kind of like they died down after Time Crisis 2. When it went 3 and 4, I didn't really like at all. Maybe it's too much futuristic feel. That's why. So I didn't like it. Yeah. So if anything that you remember, or any arcade shooting games that you remember, do comment below if you want to talk about it. So these are my memories for the arcade shooters. So I have this. I think that's it. I think that's my episode 5 today. So I think I'll make a move, and I'll tune in next time for another episode of my Retro Riders podcast. So till then, see you.